Well guys, there's something I think you should know about us that I've been meaning to tell you for a while, or thinking maybe I should, but I haven't yet. And I thought this would be a good opportunity. That clock's wrong. We didn't change it. It's high up there on the wall. I can reach it, but it's just wrong. Some places don't even do daylight savings time. What is it, Arizona? Do you guys know? Is it Arizona? I know individual people who don't. There's some folks from up in Michigan. They didn't do daylight savings time. They just didn't. I suppose they just kind of changed when they went to work or something. I don't go to work at 7 anymore. I go to work at 8 or whatever it may be. But we just left that there. If you guys know that state, is it just one state? Let me know. I think it's Arizona, if I remember it. Maybe it was New Mexico. But that clock's wrong. It's actually just after midnight. Okay? During the day, while I can see outside, it's better to work outside. At night, I have lights, and I have an opportunity to work inside. So here's what we got going on. This one here, 57 inches tall, 35 across. And this thing I made on the floor, 57 inches tall from that green board to the wall, and then from the edge, let me see, which way do I gotta move my hand? This way. From the edge of here over to that sink, there we go, is 35 inches. So I'm going to take a whole pile of rocks here on my floor. As usual, just a construction zone we're living in, so everything's kind of disheveled. I'm going to see if I can make a pattern. Make a pattern to use. I think it'll work. If I don't have enough in here, I may have to go find some outside. It's trying to piece together all the puzzle pieces to fit into that square rectangle. And yeah, then transfer whatever I put there up on the wall. One thing I'm gonna have to watch for is I do have some spaces in here that I want to leave open, so that way air can get sucked up behind here. I got the top covered, but air can get sucked up, whoa, from the bottom to the top. So I'm going to build a little bit of that stagger stuff at the bottom of here. But that's my project for tonight. I don't even know how long this part's going to take, but we'll say we're starting at, like, you know, quarter after midnight, and then I'll see when I get to go to bed, because I'm going to try to do that side. Yeah, both mortar and then grout. Maybe it's not the best idea, but you know, it's my priority. I want to heat this house with wood. I can hear right now the propane furnace going. I don't want to do that. I want to save money. I want wood. I want to smell a little smoky. I remember once going to a gathering, and I walked up to a friend of mine who heats his house with wood, and I could just smell him. I said, "You know what? You smell really good." It was last winter. I said, "I can't wait to get a wood stove." It just smelled smoky, rustic, rural. It was good. So far, I've made it this far. I believe this is what we're dealing with. There's just a couple little places up in there I'll have to fill in the blanks. So the extra pieces I have here don't really seem to be cutting it. What I'm going to do is get a couple small ones and some other stuff, and then see if we can't figure something out for that area there. And if that is good, we'll move forward from there. But you can imagine that projected on that wall. And so far it's been about a half hour of work sorting through this. I'm also working on the computer, getting some stuff going, but the primary investment of time and energy has been here. Well, folks, there you have it. You can see the ones from outside are a little darker. They have a higher moisture content right now. They were just snowed on and stuff, but this is going to be it. I like it. And you can see we kind of go from bigger up to small. Some of that's going to be blocked by the wood stove, and then the other side I'm just going to break it up a little different, just to kind of make sure we're mixing it up Kind of like we have that big one there, center screen. Over here we have a bigger one lower down. You know, just kind of mixing and matching. But my puzzle is complete. I did one of these. Next time I'm going to have to do the other one. But we'll start there. And I'm excited. I guess it's going to be about 4:30 in the morning. That is what it is. But that's all the farther I made it. But a couple reasons. I'm pretty much out of mortar in the house. I've got some more in the truck. I'm not running out there in the middle of the night to go get some more. So I kind of brought the stones up as far as I could. Then I paused, made some more fluid mix for the grout, and did that. So there it is at the moment. We've got a bit to go, but I like it. It's looking good, and we really don't have that much left. So I'll see what I do tomorrow. Wow. We'll see. When our friends dropped us off that meal, they also dropped us off cookies. So I'm still eating some. We actually got 3 meals out of them dropping off a meal for us. So that's cool. Here we go. Still got that left. This is going to be round 2 fight. A couple things going on. Number 1, I brought in some more. I picked up some more. Brought in some more. I still got more outside because I'll also be using it on the steps for the root cellar. I wanted a nice mortar. You know, concrete is going to have those rocks in it, so you're not really going to be able to fill in a crack or a gap like you would with mortar. So I picked this stuff up. Here, I do still have some more stuff I want to do with the layer of grout. And there's some more work I want to do at the bottom. But I'm going to at least try to finish this. And then maybe start something on the other one. And also this gap here is probably bigger than I want it. So I'll see how these lay. But I may need to change a couple things with the way it's going to be. Because those there aren't exactly going to fit in the way I wanted. Pretty much to pick them up off of there and then mortar them onto here, little things happen. A little bit of movement here, a little bit of movement there. Next thing you know, you've got a whole nother section that's just different shape, different size. I think that stone there was actually added to fill in the gap. So that wasn't in the original plan. But we're just going to hit this hard, see how much I can do. Because once I get both these walls up, I can start working on that wood stove and getting that installed. And then shooting it out through there. And then throwing in some firewood. I don't know. Do you guys think I should do a live stream for my first fire? I was thinking, wouldn't that be cool? Fire up the first fire and just kind of sit here next to it with it smoking and cracking and roaring and just kind of talk to you guys. And a lot of you guys have watched a lot of this go down. There's even some of you guys who from last winter knew that I wanted to get this in. I did a couple videos about trying to get it in. It's a little disheveled now because I'm giving up a big portion of our living room to work in and do this in right now. But originally, that corner over there behind me is where I was going to put this wood stove. It's going to work a lot better over here. Glad I put it here. But yeah, I was working on this last year. Now I'm really working on it. I prioritize it first priority. But what do you think? Should I get this thing done and do a live stream with you guys of our first fire ever in the house? That'd be awesome. I think so. But if you guys don't want to see it, let me know in the comments if it's a good idea or a bad idea. I'm going to get this going and we'll see how far we make it tonight. At least want to finish this part of that. Maybe get started. Maybe. I don't know if I have enough rocks in here to even make a pattern. I don't think I do. But I could always do a partial of it and go. And then I'm just having some black tea with a little Bengal spice mixed in. And I wanted to vacuum up all of my crumblings from last time. But too many kids sleeping right now. Oh. Yeah, so we're getting this one started before 9:30. Because the clock's wrong. Getting it started before 9:30. And then, oh, one other thing. From the beginning of this video, you might have saw me with the screws. And even Struggler's Farm said, wow, I didn't think you could screw that up. But I did. And that was one of the tips from Heath Doughty. Here you can see a screw still sticking out. I might pull a couple of the screws out and then mortar over it. Some of them are covered, but some of them are still sticking out. So the ones that are sticking out, I may just remove when I actually put the final coat of grout on here. And one other thing, we've talked it over, we've discussed. Do you see how it actually dries so light in coloration? But when I put it up, it like pops hard when it's darker. I think I'm actually gonna dye or stain or paint this. Yes, I could have mixed something in the mortar mix, but I wasn't thinking of it then. So we're past that. And I think I'm just gonna paint the grout lines in between the rocks. What do you guys think? Is that gonna be better? Make it pop? Dark grout? I think so. I'm leaning that way right now, but let me know. What do you guys think? Dark grout or light grout? Comment one of those if you have an opinion that you want to share, that you want your input taken into consideration. And we'll see what we do. But I think it would be a lot better. It'd look a lot more distinct. It'd pop a lot more and just work out better for us. All right, enough talking. Let's get back to work. Okay, we get to call that done. Clock says 12:30, so it must be 11:30. Not quite as late of a night. Not doing any more though. I'm actually going to map out that whole one, and make sure I got all my stones first, then move on, but I'll show you what I did. So this will give you a good look, if you don't remember, for how darker grout looks. You see how all those stones are kind of there? Now there are a couple that stick out. I mean, from the big one here to some of these little dinks here, there's quite a contrast. Those are going to be some of the smallest stones I put in this whole thing, is here, here, and there. But I'll blend a couple in here, maybe even at the edge and some stuff. And it should tie it together well. There will also be, you know, the wood stove sitting here and the pipe going up. But about that color grout, or maybe slightly darker, is probably what I'm going to aim for. If I can find something to stain or dye or paint this grout with, and I think that'll just be marvelous. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, so just that one section left. Guys, when that section is done, then I can pull the wood stove in here. That's gonna be so exciting. Get that done. Looking forward to it so much, but I'm also looking forward to getting rid of just this white, thin, really thin sheetrock, I guess. In some areas, if you notice, well, you can't see it, it's down behind there, I kind of beat up, and other things. I want that to look nice. I want it to look rustic. I want to get something to go with this. So it's actually a small portion of a makeover for almost the entire house, and part of the makeover is going to be cosmetic. That's part of it, but it's going to just kind of help reinforce some things, make things a little more kid-proof, cover up some problem issues we're having, and we'll see. It'll take time, but we'll see. Just getting that wood stove though in will be a priority. I could paint it or stain it once the stove's in, but I might have to do it first. If you guys got any good ideas about how to take existing concrete or mortar, you know, similar, and dye it, stain it after the fact, not in the mix, let me know in the comment section below. But I gotta get this video uploaded so you guys can see it in the morning, and I will talk to you next time. Appreciate everything, guys. If you're not a subscriber yet and you're watching the video still at this point, please consider it. Helps out the family a lot. Make sure to hit a thumbs up too. That helps the algorithm, gets this recommended to more people. And leaving comments too. If you really want to be a superstar, leave 2 comments. Join the 2 comment club. That's a real thing here on our channel. Helps a lot. So we appreciate it. So we appreciate you guys. Papa out.